About who? Sorry.
Mr. Bees.
Oh. Oh, okay. Smash needs a minute. Okay. We can be patient. She said for
Okay. First I want to apologize for calling you out your name. I didn't know you, still don't know you. Didn't know a thing about you, still don't know a thing about you. And I did it because it was a dumb thing to do. And I was not thinking. I saw a friend of mine was live with somebody, and I didn't know who she was with, but I went in to see what my friend was up to, and it happened to be with, do I use her name, or she's got like 12 backups and things?
yeah, use her name. My name was never. Nobody hesitated to use mine, so yeah, I say use the name.
I apologize so much for using your whole name. Oh my God.
It's a crappy feeling, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it is. I can imagine. And I'm so sorry. Like you can't even imagine how sorry I am, because it was uncalled for. It was rude. It was all the things. So when I went in, what I thought was my friend's live, it was actually, she was in a box with somebody, with Stephanie. And that's how I met Stephanie. And so my friend was like backing up Stephanie, and I'm like, well, if my friend is backing her up, I'll back her up. Okay. No. Like, make your own decisions, right? I should have made my own decisions or kept my mouth shut, but obviously, old as I am, I was just too immature to think about it. And I said some really dumb, rude, awful stuff, for which I profusely apologize. I am sorry, but I wanted to contact you today because I wanted you to know that this person does this kind of stuff, and a lot of people do this kind of stuff, but like, if you know who they are, you can avoid them. And I knew you hadn't been avoiding her. So let's just get into it. Well, she's asking for your information. All of it.
And you said these messages aren't you and her.
No. Well, I don't go looking up people's information. I don't have time or the inclination. That involves errands, and no.
I don't agree with looking up people from social media. I think it's
so when Stephanie gets mad at somebody, she wants to know who you are and where you live and what you do.
the messages on the left would be Stephanie, where it says I need Bubbles info, all of it. That is Stephanie Leather and Lace is speaking.
Out of curiosity, who's the blue one?
Girl, you know who the blue one is.
It's the Bouge.
Just wanted to confirm that. Thank you.
Oh. Okay, can't hardly read that, but
if you screenshot it, Moonbeam, it shows it all. Instead of cropping it, like just put it up on your screen and screenshot the whole thing and don't crop it, then it fits in a box.
Okay, this may kick me out. Might have to come back.
I don't think it'll kick you out. I've done it before while I've been in a box.
Okay, hold on.
I know some people were asking to come up. I think for right now, I think it's just us in a box while Moonbeam is here. If I'm not mistaken, right? Don't worry, they rejected me like 6 times. I almost crashed out. And then someone was like, only 2 people in the box. I was like, oh, okay.
Justice for all, nowhere. There, you got it that time, Moonbeam.
Yeah. So she's saying, you're done. And she wants your kids' names. She wants broken crayons because when she gets, evidently, when she gets mad at somebody, she wants to know everything. Yeah, I'm sure she's probably looking at my info. Good luck with that. For what purpose? I don't know. It's weird because she was the one saying that Muffin Man was at the end of her driveway. Muffin Man sent somebody to her husband's work. Muffin Man this, Muffin Man that. And yet she's the one that wants the info, that wants addresses, that wants everything.
You all, these messages, she wasn't asking Moonbeam. No, you're good, Gloria. I had already asked Moonbeam before we went live. She was not asking Moonbeam for this information.
And she wants Smash's info.
I appreciate you blocking it out this time before showing it on live. I'm just being a pest.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jesus.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I just appreciate it this time. Not that everybody doesn't already know my last name, but it's just, I appreciate it.
Smashley, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fucking do that.
Hey, it's okay. That happens to the best of us. I've accidentally done it as well, just not thinking. So.
Now, Moonbeam's not saying the blue is bougie, but we all will say it's bougie.
I have my shocked face on right now for anybody wondering.
And then she went on her apology tour and wanted to protect her peace, but I'm thinking she wanted to protect her ass, her whole entire ass. RT, nothing is about you. Nothing.
I've got it, B. Benny.
Okay, this last is Smash. Her name is, she lives in,
I think that one was Rivka, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it is
the
too.
name was in there, but it wasn't her.
Oh, I got these screenshots before, and they weren't edited, but I do know whether this one is or not. I know there's one in there that's about Rivka, and I think that might be this one. So whatever the case.
I thought that was about you with the wrong last name.
Oh no.
No, I remember the comment there in the blue where it says, "Oh yeah, she is telling the truth." That was definitely with the Rivka name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here doing this because I owe Bubbles an apology for streaming her and for being an asshole to her. And I didn't even know her. And I'm sure it probably came out of left field. Yeah, Mitten, shame on me. It came out of left field like, who the hell is Moonbeam and why does she have a problem with me? I haven't done shit to her. And no, you haven't. You have not. Yet I did shit to you online. And I am, number one, extremely sorry about that. And number two, ashamed of myself for that. And number three, I wanted you to be aware. Be aware that there was somebody around you that would go to any lengths to find information on anybody she thinks she might have a problem with. And she gets insanely angry and she just goes for it. Like, the first thing she wants to do is get your information. And if I get mad at somebody online, the first thing I do is pull up my dog videos and go smoke a cigarette. We're just different. And Bubbles, you deserved no grief from me. Whoever's on backup, Moonbeam likes to put her nose into stuff. Yeah, the problem is I put my nose in stuff where it did not belong. It wasn't my fight, wasn't my argument, wasn't my business, wasn't my nothing. And I apologize. I was a whole, complete, total asshole to Bubbles, and it wasn't necessary, and it was uncalled for, and I was a shithead. And also to Smashley, I can't even remember why. I'm honest to God, I can't even remember. Like our beef.
And what's funny to me is that
Hold on. Fuck me. I remember. Fuck me. Smashley, let me just apologize to you. Fucking hell. For saying anything about your shed, where, you know, all the things. The
I can't forgive you. Are you still? I just want to know. Are you still friends with Bougie? Answer that, and I'll forgive you.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Okay. The comment cousins down here were just wondering. So
I mean, you don't have to forgive me, but I do need to apologize because all you're doing is sitting out there streaming, whoever, whatever, whenever, you know, and it's not my business where you sit and what you do. Not my business.
well, to be honest, somebody doxing my name hurts a whole lot more than somebody making fun of my shed. So, maybe Bougie one day will grow up and take accountability for what she did also. So maybe, I don't know, maybe that'll be on the bingo card, y'all.
I will say, last night, if anybody heard Shannon's live, she did confirm that Bougie did give her some information, like I think the cancer comments about me and some other things, but
Like, I didn't even know there was a big C in discussion. Like, I know.
and I don't, Moonbeam, I don't have cancer. I have Crohn's disease.
Oh, you got the little C. I'm very sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that.
35 years, yep. Don't be sorry. It's made me a very strong person.
Obviously. But yeah, I have. Yeah, if I get mad at somebody, I'm not going to look up their information. That's too many errands, and I just don't feel like.
And I didn't figure you had any way of knowing my last name to even look me up or know anybody. I mean, there's just a handful of people that have maybe it's less than 5 that know my last name even. So, I'm sure one of them leaked it to Bougie for her to do her thing.
Grandma has a point. Grandma, I'm sorry I was mean to you.
So somebody in the comments said, if you still sit with Bougie, why are you doing this? Is this just retaliation?
No, because I genuinely owed Bubbles an apology for being an asshole to her.
Gotcha.
And I didn't even know her. No, I'm not trying to save face. Everybody thinks I'm an asshole. Okay, think I'm an asshole. And I can be. I can be. But I just genuinely wanted to apologize to Bubbles and to warn her. Like, she needed to know who she was sitting with and what the person she was sitting with was capable of doing. So that's why I wanted to contact Bubbles today.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this before I drop. I'll leave just so that it's not too hectic. But Moonbeam, as long as you still sit with people who are still doing stuff like this, it's not gonna look good on you. Just take that into consideration. You know what I mean? Because everybody kind of looks bad in general. So I'm gonna hop down. I'm gonna go hop over to Petty's live. But thank you for showing me, and I will talk to you guys later.
Thanks for coming up, Smash.
Yeah, I know it looks sketch for me still sitting with Bougie, but Bougie's my friend. Like,
does she know you're showing these?
She's in here.
Oh.
She's in here. And
yeah, like B. Benny said, who am I sitting with that we need to be worried about?
Backup says, Moonbeam, you're a problem starter. Well, Moonbeam is going to go forth and attempt to start no more problems for nobody, nowhere. period.
Who are we? Who am I sitting with that I need to be warned about?
Oh, well, that was Stephanie.
Okay. Well, like I said, I think the majority of her accounts have been blocked.
And I didn't know that when I contacted you. When I tried to contact you, I didn't know.
Yeah, one of my mods blocked her main account last night, so.
She's got.
Oh, I know she got many. I know Harlow. I know the Lucky one. I know the Polka Dot one.
She's got a bunch. But Grandma M, a lot of the people in here are on backup. Some of them. I mean, you just have to assume that if people are blocked, they'll come in on a backup.
Everybody's got a backup. Yep.
Or watch from the outside on a backup.
Yep.
CMS fam. What question? Listen.
Robert's very nice, which is CMS.
I have a thirsty old dog, y'all. She thirsty.
So do I.
And she has a big C, so she's 12.
Hey everybody.
Hey, Robert.
Is it ever okay to go and look up somebody's info? Well, that depends. A great person, but they're not actually a great person. Like, what if they're actually horrible? Like, really horrible? Never. No. Like, it wasn't my call to go and look up anybody's info. I was not asked. I was not part of conversations to look up info, okay?
Go ahead, Robert.
Sorry, my headphone died as soon as I got up here.
Hang on a second. I just want to make it clear. I have never, not one time, asked for anybody's info. Never, not once. Like, I'm not interested. I don't want to know where you live, what you do, where you go, your children, nothing. Like, if we are in a fuss online and we block each other, then we block. Yes, peace. I did continuously speak on Bubbles, and I'm sure that made her very unhappy, and for that I am extremely sorry. I'm mortified that in an attempt to, like, clap back, because I was getting clapped on, right? I went way too far, and I turned into I'm no better than people who started clapping on me to begin with. Anyway, sorry, Robert, continue.
You're fine. So my question would be, well, I guess my first question is going to be, do you have any knowledge of the leather and lace and muffin situation?
Only what she kept saying over and over was that because of that person, she ended up with somebody at the end of her driveway, and that person supposedly sent somebody to come in to go to her husband's work, but never showed proof, no receipt, no screenshot, no video, nothing.
So do you do you have any?
No, Mittens, it was not at the end of the driveway. Mittens, it was not you. And listen, I confused your name. There's too many M names. I confused your name with Muffin. I said Mitten, and I meant Muffin, and I apologize. It was nothing to do with you whatsoever. Whatsoever. It's Muffin. So I'm sorry.
Mississippi girl, I fully understand what the point of this is, but I mean, while she's giving out the information, I'm going to ask the questions that I have that I've been steady wondering this whole time. So if she can give me some clarity on that, I'm going to try to get it at least.
Sweet Cheeks Bougie is not scared. She did not know, and we did not discuss me trying to contact Bubbles today. She just didn't want her information shared out there. We didn't even talk about it. I didn't tell her.
Do you know who gave Bougie my last name?
I have no idea.
That's
Right, at
one
this
question
point-
I would really, really like to answer.
At this point, if I knew, I would tell you. Because I'm over. Like, jumping into stuff when I don't know what's going on. I did not talk to Boot. Let me see. Peace. I did not discuss this with her. No, I didn't.
Can I ask, this is not really off topic, but do you know if Leather or her husband made that account going after Peace, wanting Peace's information?
I don't know anything about that.
It was Mind Over Matter, and they've been taunting Peace, saying, telling people they'll give $1,400 for any information on Peace.
Oh, I thought that was
Yeah.
Mike, the tattooed bald-headed guy.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
So, do you know if Leather ever had the pictures that were on the pages about Muffin Man?
I don't know, and I'm be honest with you, I've never seen the first page on Muffin Man. Like, you could fit what I know in one hand, and everything I don't know is the size of the whole entire world. I mean, I just wanted to apologize to Bubbles for being horrible to her and calling her out her name and being an asshole to her, and she did not deserve it. She's just a lady sitting in her house streaming, making online friends, as you do. And
Can I stop you really fast, Moonbeam?
I wouldn't have those text messages if they had not been shared to me.
One quick thing. I don't know who the rogue mod is, but I will find you. First of all, that's the first of all. And I'm sorry, Monster. I'm jumping you. Moonbeam, I see what you're doing here, and I understand what you're doing here, and I highly appreciate you apologizing to Bubbles. But here's the biggest question I have. Do you think that any of these conversations are okay? Do you think it's okay for one person to be asking another person people's personal information and giving it to each other over internet drama?
Not really, to be honest with you, no.
Because I see that the conversation,
kind of freaky.
it's and you know what's really odd is that, you know, I love that you love your friend. I do. That's great. I love that you have friendship like that. But the fact of the matter is, you are now going to get dragged when honestly, Bougie needs to come up and claim her shit. Because it wasn't your voice that doxed my last name. It wasn't your voice that doxed Malibu's last name. You doxed Sheila, but we've already talked about that.
And
Bougie.
I'm such an asshole for doing that.
And for Bougie to go and tell people where I live, and it kind of stings, but also pisses me off just a hot second, being one Marine wife to another Marine wife, whose husbands both work in the same field, Bougie. So my thing about it is why is it okay to put out personal information? You will always in my life be Moonbeam. I understand yesterday I said one Moonbeam, but you are Moonbeam. I only know Robert because I mod for Robert. I know Bubbles' name because, unfortunately, Moonbeam, you let everybody know Bubbles' name. But that would have always been Bubbles. Guess what? This person in this other box, that's always going to be Monster because I don't give a damn about these people. And it kind of like gives me the ick when people want to know. Because everybody on this is just a character on the damn internet. And for people to be going and looking into people's lives and shit, and especially for like where people sit, I understand that that side does not believe that we are very educated people, but I'm going to tell you, us that are watching and streaming, we're all taking this in and adding shit up. We were already on this muffin fiasco way before it came to light. There's a lot of us back in the back putting pieces together of this muffin shit and this leather shit and this bougie shit, and poor Moonbeam got brought into it. And you could show us all the messages in the world, but on our side, actions speak louder. And I don't trust Bougie. I don't trust Leather. And I'm sorry, but I don't fucking trust you. Because if you have the ability to go out there and show people's personal information, we don't know what's happening in people's homes. We don't know the person we are doxing. Better yet, as we all know, we don't know who's watching from the damn windows when y'all are passing out people's information.
Hey, Broken Crayon. How about running around the app trying to get information on people under the guise that they threatened your life? Please hold.
And you know, it wasn't just my name, Docs. It was my address, my birth date.
And y'all should have never brought up
apparently-
Bubbles as kid. Ever. You sick fucks. Ever.
Death threats.
I did not know.
Death
Until
threats.
a couple of days ago is when I got these texts.
Hey,
I did
Bougie,
not.
what were you planning on doing? Swatting my house, Bougie? Is that what you were going to do? Under the guise of death threats, bitch? This is what your friend's doing, Moonbeam. She's messaging people all over the app looking for information, saying that people are threatening her life. This is what she sent out to look for my information. Do you understand what's going on?
So, Moonbeam, I have to ask you, is that okay?
No, that's not okay.
No, it isn't okay. I have the other message. I don't know if you saw it, Moonbeam. Please hold.
Back up. Let me say it is, right? Let me say it is. I don't know why you over here thinking it's cutesy, very demure of you to go after people in the comments. But you need to cut that shit out, right? Like, go ahead and cut it out right now because it's fucking ridiculous. And the fact that you are sitting here going so hard for Leather and Lace when all of this shit's coming out about her, demanding for people's information, going after people's kids, it's fucking disgusting.
Moonbeam, are you reading? Are you reading this?
No, hang on just a second.
Like, yeah, she might have came up and it took accountability, as y'all say. Like, but the shit that she has done is fucking disgusting, along with the rest of them. It is absolutely fucking disgusting.
Moonbeam, you realize that me and Sassy Virgo never threatened her life, right? That she's running around the app trying to get our information under the guise of wanting a restraining order, and I hadn't even responded to her yet.
I did not know anything about that.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm letting you know right now that if your plan is standing in front of her Collateral damage is a thing.
I understand that.
And I do apologize that you were put up here, but I'm going to say it from my whole chest. This is what Bougie does. She has her followers show the information so her hands stay clean. Send it
Yes,
around to everybody so her hands
absolutely.
stay clean. But when it all comes back, because we're not dum-dums like she refers, we all can add up where it came from. Leather isn't any better. I'm not going to say she is.
And back up for the fact that you said that they don't know the story, so they need to keep their mouth shut. The only parts of the story we need to know is that they went after people's children. Is the only facts that we need to know.
Who the
They
fuck
were
is
bringing
this so I
people's
can
fucking
block them?
children into it. Innocent children into this bullshit that y'all have fucking going on for no damn reason. Besides, y'all have no fucking lives, and you just want to make everybody else's fucking life miserable, just like y'all's.
And this is all because my situation is all because I mod for Pastor Petty. Period. That's sick. I never even knew who Bougie fucking was, Moonbeam. And I damn sure never threatened her life. But you know. Anyway,
Wait a
I'm gonna
minute.
hop
What's this
down.
comment? Who's this alpha gone wild? Bubbles is mad Pastor wouldn't cyber. Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah, you could go, creep.
Let me screenshot that comment. Oh shit. Did I get it? Is that
See, that's
oh,
kind of
shoot, I
that's
didn't
kind
get
of the thing, guys, is that not all of us have adult children. Some of us have minors at home.
Okay, Justice, thank you.
And
And like I
I
said,
would love for any time that anybody can show where I was hateful, nasty, or mean. I've always just
okay.
repeated what I've seen. I
Hey,
appreciate you, Moonbeam. I appreciate Bubbles. Love you, Robert.
let me see broken. Hey, Bubbles, is it okay if somebody blocks back up?
Yep.
I just had a question really quick. And I'm not defending anybody. Moonbeam, do you play a part in this, or are you just here to show these messages? Because if you're just here to show these messages on behalf of somebody else, who the messages are between, then that person who the messages are between should come up here. Because I don't know you, I don't know the situation, but you shouldn't be having to take the lashing for the other person. So is whoever those are between here, can they come up and then they can own their shit and talk about it and get the answers that everyone wants?
Of the two people that were involved in the messages, probably one is blocked by Bubbles and probably the other one is too.
Who can I ask you who they are? Because I mean, like, you shouldn't have to sit up here and do this if